Hi and welcome back. I am Santa and I want I would like to talk you through a a process that is currently happening. And see what you think about it and how you feel uh, about that, and does it resonate with you on any level, and if so, how? So I, since coming off of the depression, um, I've been noticing another emotion coming to the foreground, and um, it's interesting to observe that it's sort of around the same time every year that this emotion is coming to the foreground and announcing itself and kind of settling here for a little while, and then it goes again. I mean, it doesn't really ever go away, just the same as depression. It's always there, but it's sort of in the background, just doing its thing. So over the last sort of three years or however long, I am being a little bit more conscious about what happens. I have been noticing that after the spring, where I feel like, I need some cleanse, I need, sorting out things, tidying up, cleaning, and all of that business, something more predominant comes to the foreground, and that's anger. And I have been working with anger for quite a few years. I know it is there, and it's announcing itself, especially since I started doing yoga. I have become much more conscious of it, and also a lot more in control. If before, I'm looking at about 10 years ago or so, even longer than that, I can seriously talk about complete blackouts. So when the anger, the rage goes to the level where I cannot see anything in front of me, like everything is black, and I'm just simply lashing out. That doesn't seem to be happening quite so much. Well, it doesn't seem to be happening at all, but the rage is still there, the anger is still there. But since becoming more conscious about it, it's manageable. And it's quite interesting, these cycles as they come into each year, what comes up and where I am with this in this journey. So in the beginning, it was just being able to admit, being able to see it for what it is. Then a little bit further than that, it was a real strong sense of I wanna be able to work with it. I want to be able to deal with it. I don't want to be lashing out like that. And that went some way as well. It opened some interesting theories and interesting strategies like the primal scream and all sorts of other things to explore. And what it didn't really change anything in the anger. It didn't really change. It changed a little bit in how it manifests. But what it mainly allowed me to do is to take the weight off, the shame off of it. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not ashamed of it. I am, and it's a very personal thing. But majority of people are. Okay, let's not talk about majority of people. I am. I am, and I feel a lot of shame when these really strong emotions or failures, as I see them, come to be seen to other people, even when I see them myself. So I can't say that the shame is gone. It's probably not, but it's I am much more able to sit with that anger. I am able to walk with that anger as well, because of that work that I was doing the last couple of years. So what comes up this year is a lot of thinking about, can we go behind it? Like, can we go way behind it? And in Chinese medicine, as well as largely in Kundalini yoga, there is a very strong connection between liver and anger. And that seems quite interesting to me, because I always thought about it as like something that's in the belly, something that's in the heart. And reading about this connection between liver and anger kind of makes sense, because liver is there to detoxify, to clear, to extract what's good, to store vitamins, and to do all these really good things with purification. And that's what anger does, isn't it? Because it's, because it's fire, it's pure fire. It weeds out, or it purifies what needs to be purified. And I feel like I'm interested. I'm really interested in this connection. How it would work? Would it work? Is this a connection that I can see in myself? So what I would like to do, what I will do over the next period of time, don't know how long, I will try, obviously, do it with the diet as well, and with the drinks and everything, but also with yoga. I would like to see what it does when I consciously work with liver, what it does to this anger, because it's come into the foreground anyway, right? So I'm going to have to deal with it somehow. And it's interesting to see what it, and if any, changes doing Kundalini yoga kriyas and meditations that are to do with liver. So not so much with anger, with addressing anger itself in its manifestation, but what if we go behind it? What happens then? So over the next week, 2 weeks, I don't know how long, I'm aiming to explore some of the detoxification and some of those kriyas that are to do directly with liver, and see what happens, how that works, if it works. So I invite you to explore this with me, if this resonates with you at all. And in the next coming days, I will record a video of one or two of these practices that are maybe just a little bit shorter, and we can see what it does for us. So, are you interested? Are you with me on this journey? Shall we do it together? Let me know what you think, how you feel, and as always, breathe, head bang, and transform, and I will see you for the practice.